I'm Courtney Taylor, and I do OF for a living.
OnlyFans.
I only date rich
Okay,
black guys.
rich black guys. There we go. How much do you make a month?
These were the last posts of social media star, Instagram model, and OnlyFans creator Courtney Clenny before violently killing her boyfriend.
But my boyfriend is dying of a stab. Ma'am, what is the address? What's that? What's the address? 3131. 3131 Northeast. Please, God, please. Baby, I'm so sorry. Ma'am, can you hear me? If he has a stab wound to his shoulder, can he sit down? What do you mean he has a stab wound on his shoulder, ma'am? Yeah, he's bleeding from his shoulder. Get up. Please, God, please, God.
This was no ordinary homicide. There is one question still unanswered. Was it the culmination of 2 years of toxic physical and mental abuse, or was this the case of a victim fighting back?
I see him. My girl saw too. In that bedroom that's facing out to a street. Bam!
Punching her?
Oh yeah, hitting her. And I'm like, holy I'm like, babe, look. He saw us looking. Blinds go straight down.
I didn't say nothing. You were leaning. Yo, you were dumb. I actually don't.
I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor. I could not breathe. And I don't think that he is trying to kill me.
At 27 years old, Courtney Clenny had become a bit of an internet sensation, accumulating millions of followers and millions of dollars. She was also in a relationship with her boyfriend/business partner, 27-year-old Christian Ombuselli. Despite being in a relationship for approximately 2 years, this was not a match made in heaven. Behind the scenes was a very toxic relationship, filled with breakups, fights, and violence. All of that came to a head on April 3rd, 2022, when one particularly heated argument turned deadly.
I have a body upstairs.
Okay. We'll follow you.
It's really bad. It looks like it's crime scene in there. Police has came 5 times. She went to commit 5 different times. They were punching each other 5 different times. And until this day, it's this bad. He's unconscious, full of blood. I have the pictures here.
Why are they screaming? Are they fighting?
No, he's unconscious, and I don't know if it's a stabbing or something. We're here. Right here. Police are here. Shh. Hey, come on. Come here. Get up.
What?
Leave. Get up. Get up right now. Get up right now.
Why do you have to keep him upright? I just want to keep him
Get up
upright.
right now. Wait, help me. Shit. Get up right now. Baby, wake up.
The apartment was in complete and utter chaos, with furniture and clothes strewn all over the place. Courtney was in the corner clutching her boyfriend, and there was blood everywhere. Christian's blood. He was at death's door.
Get the dogs in.
Okay.
Get up.
Please go. Please.
Listen.
Get him up.
Get up right now. Drop him on the floor. I'll help him out. Get up.
Oh, no.
Get up.
No, I can't let this happen.
It's back on.
Wait, it wasn't. Guys,
Relax.
Why? No, guys.
Relax.
Boss, what's going on? Hey, you good? What do you have?
Relax.
What are you waiting from? Go.
Guys, please.
Relax. Sit down.
Here.
Okay.
Sit down.
Here, just let me.
Sit down.
Okay. Baby, come here. Just sit down.
Dime.
Flash fire rescue. He's not breathing.
I'm covered in blood from holding.
Dime.
Ask her what happened. I only see a wound to the shoulder. That's all I see.
Guys, I really don't care. Like, if anybody takes like in for anything, I just want to make sure that he's gonna be okay. Please, tell me what's going on. I'm looking you. I'm looking you in the eyes, girl. Please tell me if he's okay.
Christian was not okay. He had a large stab wound in his chest and had lost a significant amount of blood. According to the police report, There was blood dripping from the kitchen island leading to the master bedroom and bathroom and back to the living room. A knife by the living room couch next to a bloody bedsheet, and puddles of coagulated blood around the apartment, indicating that he had been bleeding out for a while. Christian was far from okay.
I'm covered in his blood because I'm trying to save him.
I understand
I'm trying to save him.
I understand that.
And if I don't yoke him, then what will I do with
All
my
right.
life? I need him. He's like my other half.
Stop moving, boss. Stop moving, boss. Hey, fire rescue to help you out. Relax, boss.
Listen, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Do me a favor, sit down. Do not
Why are
move.
you yelling at me?
Do not move.
Why are you yelling at me?
Do not move, sit
Okay,
down.
okay, but
We don't know what's going on, we don't know what happened.
I'm terrified
So
for him.
right now, yeah, don't worry. They're helping him. So just sit down. Don't move, okay?
He's unresponsive.
Okay. He just went, but he wasn't responding a moment ago. No, he was moving, but he wasn't responding to any questions. Okay. Come on. Let's drag him out. Need a lift. Just drag.
And drag this leg.
Christian was wrapped in bloody sheets and taken to the elevator. This was the start of an emotionally harrowing investigation and a 2-year-long mystery to find out what exactly happened inside that apartment. For now, all the authorities had to work with were stories of a woman drenched in her boyfriend's blood.
So what happened?
I don't even, I'm like covered head to toe. I love him like more than like.
Okay. So what happened today that we're here?
So I had broken up with him about a week ago. And then today again, like we just weren't getting along kind of, but like I said, we're breaking up again.
So you guys trying to get back together?
Yes, absolutely. Because I want to marry him. I love him. I think that he could change. I could change whatever. And he just, I said, he started doing some. He said he wouldn't do it to me again. I said, you know what? We're over. And I walked away, and he pinned me to the wall.
He pinned you against the wall.
He pinned me to the wall and then pinned me to the ground. It was choking me. And so I got up and I called my mom and I was talking to her. And then he started charging at me and I just had it in my hand because I was like trying to like don't come
What
here.
do you have in your knife? What do you have in your hand? A knife?
Because I was scared.
I'm asking you, what do you have in your hand?
The knife.
A knife? Okay.
And I called my mom. She was on the phone. She can say like what it was. I was scared and I was just looking. And he started charging at me, so I just threw it. I just threw it till I was scared of him, but I just threw it to scare him. And I just like.
So how many times did you stab him?
I did not stab him once. I just threw it because I was scared.
You threw a knife?
Threw it.
You threw a knife?
Threw it from like across the room. I did not, like I was scared.
This was Courtney's story. Before the police arrived, she fought with her boyfriend, during which she was pinned to the wall, pinned to the ground, and choked. Fearing for her life, she threw a knife at him in self-defense, unintentionally critically wounding him. Exactly how much of that was true is still unknown. But one thing was clear. Courtney doomed her boyfriend's fate that day.
Sit down, sit down, sit down.
No,
sit down.
No, that's not a body bag. It's
Sit down. That's not a body bag. Sit down, sit down.
Oh my God.
It's good. Listen to me. Sit down. Sit down.
Okay.
Don't move from there.
Why are you?
You're not helping anymore. Everybody's here to help him out. Okay? Don't move anymore. Stay there.
It's what?
Homicide's the one responding for DV.
Wait, is he dead? Is he dead?
Sit down. Sit down.
Okay, no, I'll sit down. I just you scared me.
Sit down.
He's not dead, is he?
We don't.
No, they're taking him to the hospital right now.
He's in the hospital right now.
I need to be at the hospital with him.
No, you're not going anywhere.
Why?
Because we're conducting an investigation.
It was I was self-defense. I mean, my mom was on the phone.
Okay, well, listen, the detectives are coming, you're gonna talk to them, and then you're gonna explain your side.
But I'm gonna be covered in blood. I look crazy. I was holding him while he was spurting blood. Boys, come on. Come here, baby. Daddy's gonna be back soon. Daddy will be back soon, I promise.
Christian didn't make it. The wound was too deep, and he'd lost too much blood before the paramedics arrived. He succumbed to his injuries and at the hospital. Unaware that she had just killed her boyfriend, Courtney was taken in for questioning, and slowly but surely, everything was pieced together.
This must be very rough for you, right? No, we were supposed to go to the park with my dogs today. Like, this is not how I expected this to. Sorry. That's not what we're talking about. You asked me my birthday. Okay, what's the next question?
Just tell me whenever you want.
Yeah, we had just gotten back together. I had broken up with him, and then he came back the last 2 nights, and everything was perfect. And then she got into an argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted, or not overreacted necessarily, but reacted, and I just didn't know exactly what might happen. And watching a Christina Randall, or listening to a Christina Randall video, and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time. And then he came back with a Subway sandwich. Before he left, he recited exactly what I wanted. And I said, I'll text what I want to you. And he said, I know what you want. I said, no, you don't. He recited it to me before he left. And he got it perfectly right.
Okay.
And then he left. I guess he went to go bike over there. That's just what he said. I don't know if he walked or biked, but he told me to sing a bike first.
Like a bicycle?
Yeah. He came back. And I said something about oh, are you gonna reshare your location with me? Did you unshare it? And he said, yeah, I unshared it. And I was like, oh, when did you do that? And he was the other day, when you were done with me. And I was like, okay, well, fair enough. Reshare it. And then he told, it kind of turned into a little argument or something. And then he told me to reshare mine, and I was like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again. And I don't know what I was thinking, but just said something about, well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be?
Okay.
Which I wouldn't have been. I love him. But just maybe you don't want to know where I am, I guess.
This was the cause of the fight that left Christian Ombuseli dead. Courtney's insistence that her boyfriend share his location so she can always know where he is, yet refusing to share her own, instead turning it into a fight. Believe it or not, this was just another day for Christian and Courtney, as witness testimony, surveillance footage, and Courtney's own statements would go on to show just how often she would start fights and turn disagreements violent. What you're about to see are some of the instances of abuse recorded by Christian himself.
Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me. Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me.
I am mad that you told me to come.
Decide right now.
Courtney, that's a threat. I asked you so many times that I don't know, and I apologize. But you hit me.
Shut up. Don't.
Courtney, I need your help, please. Courtney, I know you care about my head right now.
Nope, the cops are gonna take me to jail.
Then
that's cool. I don't care, Christian.
I'm not
I don't care about you.
Just stop it.
I'm whack, right?
I'm just mad, and I don't say that. Just stop it.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Christian, I honestly, I know that, on your head is serious. I told you to leave downstairs. I told you I'm actually not having a good day, where I actually literally want to kill you. But you don't take me seriously.
Okay.
And you were gaslighting me for an hour and a half, so I don't honestly feel bad.
The torment wasn't just physical. Courtney would throw massive tantrums over Christian doing things as little as talking to another woman.
It is my fault!
CCR.
Don't touch me!
What is going on? What are you gonna get this mad at me when I'm apologizing to you?
No, Christian.
You're thinking I'm doing it on
Drop your attitude. Drop your hype.
Hey, I'm not doing it on purpose.
You told Sahara, you know damn well the right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me slap you.
I'm not gonna slap you.
Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore. Find it and charge it.
What?
Find it and charge it!
I'm sorry, Courtney.
I don't care. Find it and charge it.
Okay, just stop.
Don't talk to me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. Because I'm telling you I'm sorry.
It's like hard. Find my phone and charge it.
Can you help me find it?
I want!
So what?
Find it! I need to find it because I have to go meet her again.
To go out?
No! Christian, just find my goddamn phone!
I don't have your phone, can you just
find my phone!
Sissy, can you just please
Shut up!
Please.
Shut up, you went to go talk to her without talking.
I didn't go.
Yes, you did. You always want to
I was
on. He literally told me about it. Now he's like, yeah.
What are you
doing?
son? I didn't go to talk to
You are
Aro.
not gonna-
I was going on a bike ride. Like, what the?
Get off of me!
Going to talk to Aro? Is this gonna make you act like this?
I talked to her without telling me!
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and come. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I want you to get away from me! Get away from me!
I'm sorry. Just let me apologize.
No!
Okay, you don't need to.
Go find my phone! Go find my phone! Go find my phone!
Things even extended to outright hitting and embarrassing him in public.
Anyway, like I was sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober? Because of you. Like, you're a hindrance.
I touched your breast yesterday.
Instigated he is.
No, you're telling me I touched her breast yesterday when I.
You didn't. I didn't say you touched it.
You said I did.
You were leaning. Yo, you were dumb as. I actually don't want to be with you. Actually, I'm done.
Okay.
Can you send him home?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm done.
Okay, fine.
Done. Because you're costing me money. I didn't do things I got from this house because of you.
You let Dawn say some line.
No, because you were flirting with like 3 girls the whole time.
What 3 girls? What 3 girls? You?
Well, maybe
You
I think that
and you?
doesn't matter. Christian, you're fired.
Fine.
Hopefully, shut up.
You will never see me again. You are the most
Good. Hopefully you
You, Courtney.
You too. Get the out of here. This isn't even my house.
Yeah, cool.
It's not my house. Like, you're just like my boyfriend. Get the out of here.
Just like your
I
boyfriend?
can actually get like if you're not here.
Yeah.
Get the out of here.
Okay, I'll remember that next time.
Get out. No, that's not gonna be the next time. Get out.
Stop touching
Get
me.
out.
Don't touch me again.
Good thing. Get out. Get out. You never loved me. The way you talked, the way that you treated the girls last night, you embarrassed me. I don't want anything to do with you.
If that wasn't damning enough, Courtney left notes on her phone detailing her abusive behavior. One read, "He hates me for hitting him, thinks my alcohol abuse is pathetic, and I don't have as many friends as he does." In another, she wrote, "Stop putting your hands on him out of anger. It releases tension but has long-lasting effects on his self-esteem looking in the mirror and is not acceptable in any relationship in general." At least she was self-aware, but that didn't stop her from wounding and sending Christian to the hospital multiple times. For all of this, she barely faced any repercussions and even had no problems detailing some of it to the police.
This like young security guard came up for no reason. Bothered him, bothered me. I was about to go to the pool. I said, they said, "Do you want us to keep him out of here?" And I said, yeah, but y'all have been letting him up all week when he hasn't had a key. Yeah. But no. Do you want us to call the cops? No, it's fine. Like, I didn't want him to get arrested. Like, there's no reason for that. And so, whatever. So I said no. And then he, I guess he just wanted to call the police or something, because right after that he goes, "Well, we saw you shove him," which he was referring to downstairs in the elevator. My boyfriend had followed me into the elevator, and I didn't want him to come in. So I go, "Stop following me," and I did this. And we were like, Christian will attest to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But that just didn't happen. So it's like he moved from Christian to me. It seemed like he just wanted to cause trouble.
Yeah.
So the police were involved as well in Vegas in August. So he and I each had one.
This is what happened in Vegas.
My boyfriend and I just got into like a loud argument. I decided to call because we were getting really loud. It wasn't because I was like scared or anything. You wouldn't hurt me.
Did you throw a bottle at him or a glass at him? You say you've done it
yes.
before.
I don't feel that I should be getting arrested at all right now. Is this like a overnight ordeal?
12-hour hold.
12-hour hold? Okay, there's a lot that happened that I didn't say.
She threw plates and glasses at Christian multiple times during their stay at a Vegas hotel over minor disagreements. Courtney ended up being charged with domestic battery, but the case was dismissed. Things had gotten so bad that Christian apparently contemplated many times.
Because I called them because my boyfriend was threatening to.
Okay.
I'm sure there are records of that or whatever. I don't know how.
Why was he threatening suicide?
I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but he was he had taken a knife. He grabbed it in front of my face, and then I got scared, and he was kind of waving it at me, but it wasn't for me. And then he took it into the extra room and slammed the door. And he has a history of self-harm, so I was kind of just like, okay, well, let me go in there and chase him, regardless of whether or not what's going on. And I tried to open the door, and he wouldn't open the door. So I got really scared that he was doing something in there that I couldn't control, so I called the cops. And he wasn't very happy with me about that, but I was really scared.
Did he say anything that he was going to do to himself? Or?
And he threatened it many, many times, but I don't remember if he did it right then.
Looking at the couple's tumultuous history, one detective working the case stated, "I learned that Christian was always the one trying to calm the situation down. Based on the messages and everything else, he was always the one getting hurt. And Courtney is the one unable to control herself and hurt him." Which brings us back to what exactly happened in that apartment. Courtney had a story ready for the authorities, but it was going to take a lot to convince these detectives.
Coming from you who was there today, than us trying to piece it together
from other people as well.
In there, you know, there's no better story to get than yours, Jose. So which is why we prepare for you. But you know, like you said, it's your decision if you want to or not. But for us to obviously proceed and make a better decision for all of us, it's getting your story. You know, you were there. You know, you were. So you.
My boyfriend is not dead, is he?
Well, he can't talk to us right now. Either way, he's in the hospital.
Jack is just homicide.
Yeah. So I don't know.
That's like the Dexter vibe. All of these things are like.
To you on scene. It's Sunday, so Sunday domestic violence scenes don't work. So we handle their calls anytime we get into the domestic violence calls. We handle it for them, and so that's why we were raised from the beginning.
And he ended up pinning me against the wall, and then, I mean, I said like choking me on the floor. It's just like, they were looking at my neck, and I was like, I mean, I'm not saying like choking me like, you know, whatever, but I mean, he had my like neck, like, and this happened twice before, where I couldn't breathe, and I was on the floor. I could not breathe. And I don't think that he was trying to kill me, but I was scared. And all 3 times I have been scared.
Already there was an issue with Courtney's story. Her claims that she was choked and pinned multiple times simply didn't hold up under scrutiny. According to court documents, Courtney claims she was held by the neck at some point prior to the incident. There is no physical evidence of this. Although she did have bruising on her body, notably there was none on her neck. The only significant bruises were there prior to the incident.
So yeah, I'm on the floor, being heavy pinned, and lets me up. I'm on the, get my mom on the phone, and I'm just trying to really remember. Hey, Mom, I'm on the phone, and I remember she was standing like against the couch, like we were obviously it was a big deal at this point. So this happened like over by the door, and somehow was like over in the living room. We were standing by the couch, facing toward the kitchen. I was in the kitchen, and then he just like, I could see like all the whites in his eyes, and he was like coming at me. And so I grabbed one of these knives. My mom got me for Christmas. I grabbed one of them, and I was like, I swear to God, I swear to God. It was just like, I grab and be like, don't come anywhere closer to me. Because, earlier, I was having 2 other times I couldn't breathe. I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe. And it's very scary. And I just think, like, just like this kind of thing where I was saying, like, do you know if he's okay? If he's choking me and he's angry enough, he might, like, this is different, I think. But if he's, like, choking me or, like, pinning me or something and I can't breathe, he might go too long. So I grab my knife and I said, don't come anywhere closer to me. I had absolutely no intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom and he's coming at me like he's gonna grab either the phone or like the knife or something. And so I was just like, I was like, don't come any closer. Coming at me, and I threw it.
There was one certified truth in this part of the story. Courtney was on the phone with her mother that day. As a matter of fact, she stayed on the phone for almost 10 minutes while Christian bled to death before finally calling 911. Detectives would go on to speak with Courtney's mother, who stated that she did in fact hear her daughter arguing with Christian. However, detectives noted that she never made mention of Courtney getting attacked. There were also peculiar messages from Courtney's mother. One described the incident as self-defense, and another advised her not to speak to investigators without an attorney. She did not heed the latter.
And I was holding him, and he said, put pressure on it. Because I'm just thinking, I was like, he kept trying to lay down. He kept trying to lay down. And it looked like he was losing. I'm like, oh my God, God forbid I lose Christian. Like, I'm so okay with like us breaking up at some point or now, or obviously, whatever. I don't give a. But God forbid anything happens to him. God forbid. So, yeah. I just like, he just kept trying to lay down. And I was like, please, fucking Christian, please don't do this. Please don't do this to me. And he kept sounding like he couldn't talk. There's something like, he was just like closing his eyes, like, wake up, open your eyes. I was talking to him about his mom and his grandma. And it just felt like everybody would, every second was like a freaking minute. Yeah. Because I was like, what did you tell? He was the one who told me to put pressure. I'm just like a freaking idiot. So I'm like trying to keep him upright because he keeps trying to lay down. I'm thinking blood flow, right? You're like, you don't want to lay down if you're losing blood. That's what I would think. And he's saying just put pressure on it. So I don't remember what I got, but I got something and I just like put it on it. And I was like holding him and he kept trying to lay down. He's a freaking big man, so I was trying to hold him up and push it into him.
Courtney might have had her story down, but the detectives noticed one glaring issue. When it came to certain specific details, she suddenly couldn't remember a thing.
Did he make at the moment he was gonna walk
running
up?
At me.
Running? Okay.
Well, charging, aggressively walking, something.
What was he doing? Like, was he doing something with his hands or?
He had his hands up. I couldn't tell you exactly.
Was he yelling at you at the time?
Yes.
Yeah. What was he saying?
Well, I'm supposed to put my hand up, so I really need to like think. I don't think it's relevant.
He had you against the wall at one point, right? With his hands over your neck?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you end up from the wall to the ground?
Let me go.
Uh-huh.
Let me go, and then I started swinging on him because I had been against the wall.
Okay.
I started trying to hit him.
Yeah.
And then he put me on the ground.
He dropped you to the ground. What did he do? Like, did he like lift you up, or did he grab your hair? Did he just kind of like rotate you onto the ground?
I really couldn't even tell you.
He pushed you.
If I could have like been given all these questions, before, I could be like, maybe let me think about it. Or when I'm trying to remember like a whole situation of.
You end up on the ground and he has his hands over your neck, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. And then is he saying something to you at the time when he's on the ground on top of you? Or?
He was saying something like gritting his teeth. I don't remember what it was.
Like what?
He was saying something like gritting his teeth, like with the white of his eye,
okay.
but I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
It was clear that Courtney wasn't entirely forthcoming. Detectives working the case noted that her description of events changed slightly each time she told it. As you can imagine, Courtney's claims of self-defense were tenuous at best. This was a woman who had stabbed her boyfriend in the leg and lacerated his face on previous occasions, leading prosecutors to note that Courtney clearly had no fear of using a knife as a weapon. Ultimately, it came down to the question, did Courtney Clenny throw the knife that killed her boyfriend, or did she ruthlessly stab him?
I don't know. I really don't know if this is justified at all. I actually don't know.
Well, that's what
I really don't know, because I know I was scared, but I really don't know.
So you got the knife?
Because I grabbed a knife. I grabbed a knife and I said, like, pretty much just like, don't get any close to me. And then, said something, and then I just like threw it. And I really
How exactly did you throw it? Did you just throw it like that?
How many times? Well, I was by my fridge and he was like by the edge of one of the chairs of the sofa.
Okay.
Like
comparing to
10 feet. I'm trying to think in my head.
How exactly did you throw it? Like you threw it like this, or kind of like you flung it at him overhead, or how did that?
Oh, I just flung it.
You just flung it over your head, or from
like this.
Okay. So from like beside your head.
Holding it, yeah. So not like like I'm holding it like this. This is not the knife. The
blade.
Right, the blade.
Okay.
I for dang sure did not stab him. That would be insane. I mean, I didn't even think that this would touch him.
She stabbed him, at least according to medical professionals. Claiming to have flung the knife 10 feet with enough force to fatally injure her boyfriend was, to put it charitably, hard to believe. According to the autopsy, the knife went 8 centimeters deep through the victim's soft tissue, into the muscle, and injured the subclavian artery. It was that injury to that specific artery that caused the severe hemorrhaging that led to Christian's death. Medical examiners also noted that the trajectory of the knife was front to back and moved in a slightly downward motion, a stabbing motion. Plus, it would take at least 8 to 12 pounds of pressure to inflict such a severe knife wound. All of this culminated in a testimony by a forensic pathologist debunking Courtney's claims in court.
The defendant was alleged to have thrown this knife. Do your observations support that?
I'm not an expert in knife throwing. If the person who supposedly did this is an expert knife thrower, and the knife is the type of knife that you can throw, I guess that could have happened.
Did you receive any information that the defendant was a knife thrower?
No.
So based on that fact that you did not receive that information, would it support that?
No.
And what would you expect to see a knife do if someone just flung it at somebody?
Threw it the way a knife thrower throws it?
No, someone that's not a knife thrower.
It would just hit the body and bounce off.
Now, as a result of this case, did you come to a cause, or did you make a determination as to the cause and manner of death?
Yes.
Could you please explain this to the court?
The cause of death was stab wound of right subclavian artery. The manner of death was homicide.
I have no further questions.
That particular court case, however, wouldn't happen for months. Despite having just her boyfriend to death, Courtney wouldn't even see the inside of a jail cell for a while. Before the police allowed her to go home, they took pictures of her and kept her bloody clothes as evidence. That was when they decided to break the news of Christian's death. This was her reaction.
So, we had to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could.
Christian is dead.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is not real, right? Okay. Christian died. Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Sure. Yeah.
Relax. No.
Calm down. Calm down. Take deep breaths. Just take deep breaths. You're gonna be okay?
I need to hug my mom.
I'll talk to your parents about it.
I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself
You won't be.
after this. No, that's not true. That's not real, right?
It is real.
Christian is dead.
Yes.
As previously stated, Courtney was let go, and for months she was essentially a free woman. But when word got out that the woman who killed her boyfriend wasn't in jail, the public was not happy. There were movements online calling for justice for Christian Ombaselli. But that was just the start. Courtney began receiving a flood of angry comments on her many social media pages, some of them on posts over 5 years old. It didn't take long for her to limit the comments on her posts and private some of her accounts. But that wasn't enough to stem the bleeding, and pretty soon people started to recognize her on the street.
Yeah, and are seeking justice. Typing, sir? Yeah, what? Let's all videotape her. Okay. Right now, you should go. Yeah, you should go. Because you just killed her boyfriend. Yeah, you did. Yeah, and He's right to. Yeah, okay, cool.
Her internet career was officially over, but that soon became the least of her problems. In August 2022, Courtney was arrested at a rehabilitation center for substance abuse and PTSD in Hawaii. But somehow, this case wasn't over yet. There was one twist left. On January 30th, 2024, both of Courtney's parents, Kim DeWayne and Deborah Lynn Clenny, were suddenly arrested.
Now to a story reported first on 7. See the moment the parents of an OnlyFans model accused of murder were taken into custody by police. The Night Team's Sheldon Fox is at the state attorney's office in Miami with this video and full details. Sheldon.
There are warrants for you and your wife's arrest.
What? Taken in Texas.
I can't imagine why there's a warrant for our arrest out here. We get it. We're from Texas. We're from Austin here. This isn't our case.
You're watching body camera video obtained exclusively by 7 News, showing the January arrests of the parents of Miami murder suspect Courtney Clenny. Nearly 2 years later, her parents were picked up at their Austin, Texas home, accused of working with their jailed daughter and her legal team to hack the late Obumseli's computer, rather than first turning it over to lawyers.
This is insanity. Yeah, the whole thing is bull.
The couple were caught trying to break into Christian's laptop when authorities stumbled upon a group chat between Courtney Clenny's attorneys and her parents, all thanks to a warrant to search Courtney's cell phone. In the group chat were discussions about cracking the password. According to Florida law, accessing a person's computer without their permission, or in Christian's case, the permission of his estate, is illegal. The charges were eventually dropped for Courtney and her parents. According to a statement from the Florida State Attorney's Office, the information attained from the text messages was deemed to be conveyed by attorney-client privilege and could not be used as evidence. Of course, this was great news for the parents, but not so much for Courtney, who still faces up to life in prison for the second-degree murder of her boyfriend. Click the video on screen and watch as I delve further into more cases.